elbow ears, the banshee. Basically, I stripped it down a little bit because my dad said we can most likely go to some trails that are about 20 minutes from me tomorrow. I've never been to trails. I basically just ride up and down my road, and which I can't do anymore because of police. So I've been riding in my yard. I haven't really been taking the banshee out much lately. I take it out, I warm it up, go up and down the driveway once, then I park it again. So he said we might be able to go to some trails tomorrow in the afternoon. So basically, I want to make sure it's all set. I need a cotter pin for the upper ball joint. So basically, I just went out and bought a whole bunch of cotter pins. So I just gotta go around, take all the nails out that I put for cotter pins, double check all the bolts. I'm gonna put the real cotter pins in. I'm gonna be cleaning up the dust on it a bit. I haven't been riding it much. Basically, the antifreeze that was in it from the build was basically 100% water. But now that it's starting to get cold, and now since I've never changed the antifreeze since the build, I swapped it out. Now it's pretty much 99.9% antifreeze and a little bit of water that was still left in the system, but I got most of it out. Some antifreeze on the floor right here. I have no idea why. Probably from the overflow. I don't know. Shouldn't really be anything leaking from the stator cover side, so unless it's a loose pipe, I don't know. I'll figure that out. But basically, yeah, I'm going to take a link out of the chain because it's a bit loose. It's a brand new chain. Probably only got maybe 4 hours worth of ride time on it because that's how much time I pretty much have in the motor. Pretty much 4 or 5 hours. I put it on the same day that I built the whole bike, and it's been loose since I built it because every single chain that I buy is always a little bit longer than I need it to be, so that kind of pissed me off. So yeah, I basically just took apart my whole airbox system, cleaned and oiled my filter, cleaned out my airbox because there was some dirt in it, cleaned out the air boots, cleaned the carbs, reset the floats, and I can leave the gas on pretty much all day and it won't leak, so I'm happy about that. I fixed up my rear shock because the bolts were a tad loose, so when you would pick it up, you can hear it. So now, as you can see, I'm picking it up, can't hear it. Shock's still in great shape. Brakes on it are still good. Got these plastic mounts on it. That's about it. Basically, I'm just going to start it up and bleed the system since it's basically fresh with the antifreeze. And just make sure all that's good. And then after I do that, I'm going to top it off. Then I'm going to take it up and down my driveway. Then I'm going to come back, tighten up all the bolts, and hopefully have the whole banshee together by 11 o'clock. Right now it's 10 o'clock. So wish me luck. Talk to you guys later.